Give me a hug.
All right.
Hug, brother. All right. I am back in the saddle. I love it. Thank you so much for letting me come here again. I love it. Get my slides up here. Oh. There we go. All right. Rise of the Machines, surviving the AI era. I have an orange cat that sits on my lap all day while I work, so I threw him in there a lot. And I have a lot of great time making all these images with AI, so feel free to laugh. We're going to have a great time on this. And AI is everywhere, and it's not slowing down. And the key to thriving in this age of AI is not resistance, it's integration. And surviving to succeed in the AI era through acceptance, strategic implementation, and data-driven insights. First, a little humble brag. I am a husband and father. Those are my two boys there. They are my world. I'm the web team leader of Now Marketing Group. Shout out to my team. It has been a crazy event, and we all put so much effort into it. So I love you all and all the work you've put into this. I've been a programmer since as long as I can remember. IT administrator kind of comes with it. Public speaker, which is kind of bold. I don't do it that much, and I would like to do it more. So if I would love to speak at one of your events. Snowboarder, as Chad said, I definitely think definitely not the best, but I try and I really enjoy it, and I have a little special connection with Mother Nature when I'm out there snowboarding. It makes me feel great. Musician, outdoorsman, and I'm kind of a nerd. So many people have mentioned Star Wars, and it made me feel so comfortable. So thank you for that, because I love Star Wars. So absolutely love that. So thank you all for doing that. Surviving the AI era is as easy as 1, 2, 3, and I know what you're probably thinking is like, great, here's another, it's easy as 1, 2, 3, someone's trying to sell me. And the only thing I'm trying to sell you here is don't do what I did, which is, this is changing the industry, and I'm a very passionate coder, and I love writing code. And I thought that was kind of really all people were using AI for. There's that rumor that AI is going to replace coders, and I mean, it's definitely changing the industry. I don't think it's going to replace coders, but I definitely felt threatened. I had to get over my own ego and accept the fact that this is where the industry is going, and I can't do anything about that. And it was honestly, it was hard for me to really get over myself, to be honest. And this is kind of my personal journey with it, a little bit of acceptance of this is where I need to do, because this is where the industry goes. This is not anything new. History tends to repeat itself. I know we've kind of heard that before. And these changes in the industry, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen this happen before, just in different dynamics. Nothing as big as AI, I can tell you that much. And the first step is acceptance, and this is where the industry is going, and we need to embrace AI. It's not going anywhere, and it's changing the industry. And it's not about how AI is going to replace you, it's how it's going to superpower you. I know some other people have said that already, and it's great that we're all on the same vibe here, because it's here to superpower you and enable you. It's not going to replace you in your job. It's coming for your job as you know it, okay? If I did not embrace this change in the industry that happens, I wouldn't be where I am today at Now Marketing Group as a web team leader. This is where this change happens in this industry. I lived through Web 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. And I mean, has anybody ever heard of Microsoft Front Page or Dreamweaver 8? Anybody? Hands? Okay. It's older. I'm surprised not many hands, okay? I'll be honest, it's very old. That's what I started on back in the day. And those softwares are gone now. And that's the kind of change that happens, that you need to embrace these changes in the industry and what is going on. And if you don't, you essentially will be eliminated, because someone else is going to come along that does use it, that does know it, and they're going to do a great job at it. So it's so important to do that. And yeah, I've actually said this a few times, but AI is everywhere. Look into your SaaS softwares. We have High Level and Metricool here, two softwares that are implementing AI in amazing ways, and you probably all see it in your softwares that you're using right now. Somewhere, use AI to this, improve your titles, improve your descriptions. They're sending you a message, okay? They're telling you that this works, and that's the thing, it does. It actually does a great job working for this. And most importantly, it's very easy to do. It's just an input field. It's really easy, but learning prompts is kind of a skill. I like to say you're kind of like a prompt engineer to kind of do it. It's something you definitely learn over time, but the only one stopping you from learning AI and getting better at it is you. And that was something that I had to get over personally. Step 2 is implement. Let's implement it into your workflows, get it into your daily processes. Become one with it. Integrate it in your daily workflows, boost creativity, improve your prompts. You can see half my face there is robot because it's half of me. It takes a big load off of my shoulders and gives me more time to do things in the day. And people have said this already, and I'm piggybacking on a lot of people. Jeff Howell made a great point on this, and it's important not to get lost in AI, and there is only one you. It is heart and soul that is put into everything we all do. Everyone's here because they want to better themselves and do better at what they do, and a robot doesn't have that. Okay, AI it doesn't create, it imitates. Just like Michael Bay says there, I saw that quote, and it really resonated with me because AI is just a big database with a bunch of if-else statements, okay? It's a lot of information that they've gathered out there from other people. They've gathered from out there from other people, and it's not going to make anything new for you. It's going to replicate what is out there. So those creative minds, those people that are going to make new things, like Michael Bay, for instance, are not a threat by AI. You don't be threatened by it because you are creative. You have the power inside you to do this. Just don't get lost in AI and let it replace you, because we've already said this too. Jessica made a great point on the Hallmark cards. I thought that was really great. Who out there is going to hit the Hallmark card or the handwritten card? We all want the handwritten card, right? My house is covered in cards from my kids because it just means so much to me to have that heart put into it. And that's something that you can't get with AI. It can get a little close sometimes, but it does not have that heart and soul, and that's what is so important. And don't upset Sarah Connor. So. And there are an infinite amount of ways you can integrate this into your workflow. I could literally just sit here and talk about all the ways you can implement it in your workflow this whole time. But I decided one time, Jessica does, every Friday we do a NOWI meeting, and we really just boost each other up on what we've done, and we ask a question every week to kind of get to know each other in the team. And I kind of hijacked the question one day and said, how in your job are you using AI? And what's funny is we all kind of came up with the same answers. It was really funny because we're all using it a lot in the same way. One of those examples that really helps us at Now Marketing Group, but me especially, I'll be honest, I am a developer. I fit in that developer stereotype very well. I am the run-on sentence master, okay? I don't do periods and commas because those are for people who stop their thoughts. I don't stop my thought. It's all just one big thought, okay? When I write emails, I spend more time than I should writing emails. I can do something that will take me 15 minutes, and I'll spend another 15 minutes or even 20 minutes writing the email, going over these things, and it aggravates me that I'm spending so much time on something that is just really responding to what I did. It takes so much time to do. And I actually did the math on this. I spend about 4 to 8 hours a week on writing emails. And that's a lot of time that I could be developing and doing more things that I want to do. And this is a great example of this. I made up a random person, Joe, and he has an e-commerce website. And I just used an example of I need your product weights and your dimensions, and you know what? Updated product photography, it would probably be great. And this, what I put in my prompt was, can you improve on this and use sources to back it up? And it saved me time having to look up articles that I knew existed. I know they're there, but I didn't have to go looking for it. It found it for me. It put everything. It fixed my run-on sentences, fixed my commas and grammar and all that stuff, and it gave me something perfect that I can copy, paste, adjust slightly, and send off, and saves me an immense amount of time a week where I can be so much more efficient doing things that I love. And on top of that is AI-generated copy. I like to joke about this and say goodbye lorem ipsum, hello actual relative text, because whenever we develop a website, or we used to develop a website, we would wait for a website copy to come in. And what we would do to fill that is use lorem ipsum text, a paragraph or two of just random Latin, and just throw it in there just to fill the spot so they get the idea of what's supposed to be there. And we don't do that anymore. We actually just prompt ChatGPT to give us something. 95% of the time, they go, you know what, just adjust it slightly, and it's good to go. It's perfect. Great. Huge game changer for me. It saves so much time, saves us money from having to assign team members or copywriters or anything like that. It just makes it really efficient, and then you can actually get human-crafted messaging and get that AI polishness that can actually kind of help with SEO as well. If you kind of have a focus on certain keywords, and you can kind of say, maybe focus on this kind of word, and it will regenerate, and it's almost always perfect. And then images is another great one. I don't really go to stock photography websites anymore because I would spend so much time finding the perfect image, and eventually I would just get mad and try to just whip up something. And that's where ChatGPT takes away all that stress from having to search on those images, and I just generate it, and like a lot of the time, I just have to go into Photoshop and adjust it slightly, and it just saves me so much time, and it's great. And it's all something you learn as you generate your prompts to get that kind of precision with those image generations and things, which we'll get into that a little bit later. But brand kits are also great coming through. We have a lot of clients that come in and say, here's our logo, build us a website. That's it. Okay, we got you. That's where we start. We do have some questionnaires when people come in, so you got to pull that information from them. But when we upload that logo, ChatGPT will pull out. I know this stuff is hard to read, so I do have the slides available at the end. So if any of this stuff is hard to read, I apologize, and you can get it at the end. But I use a Social Media Week Lima logo, and it output just about everything I need to set up the website and set up a brand kit. And I could go right into Canva and take this information and build a nice brand kit for a company. And I mean, this is 5 minutes it would take me to do this. I mean, it is so quick. And what I love is it finds fonts, and I always hate trying to find the same font. Takes so much time. I know there's other services out there you can use, but it really works great for that. The virtual assistant, or GPT, as Tony was talking about, he covered a lot of this great, and it actually is a huge time saver for me because my brain likes to work sometimes at 2 a.m. I mean, we're all kind of entrepreneurs and people and developers that sometimes when that lightning hits, you deal with it, okay? You do it then. So I'll wake up at 2 a.m. sometimes and look at what the issue I had, and ChatGPT will almost always come out with the perfect answer for what I was looking for. I'm not even going to go into all these things because that even just is the basis of what those virtual assistants can do. But that 24/7 availability and the access to expertise, remember, it's a huge database of information. There's so much there, but having that 24/7 availability and access to expertise, you can't message your employee at 2 a.m., but you can message a robot. So it does amazing things and makes my job easier because when my brain works, it works, and I want to get it done, even if it's 2 a.m. And then prompts, again, we kind of talked about this, but it's a skill in itself. I like to say it's a prompt engineer, and it's funny, Tony actually mentioned this too. I have the prompt to create the best prompt here, which is exactly kind of what Tony was talking about. And again, this is really hard, but essentially what this prompt does is say, ChatGPT, you're a large language model, use the craft method to get the best prompt from the user. And this really helped me understand prompts and get a good feel for how it works. One of the things is that's a lot of text there. More information is better, you know. It will help make everything flow better, and getting as precise and as descriptive as you can really helps with that. So this is a great tool that you can use. You can download it at the end of this on my slides, but it is very helpful to kind of not only get the best prompt, but also help you understand prompts. So, and shout out to my friend for providing that for me. And then the last step is to analyze. And don't just use AI. You actually just use AI to analyze that data. And what you can do is take data files and upload. I know some people already discussed about that, but you can get agency level precision with your with ChatGPT. I don't know if I should be saying this because I work for an agency, but the stuff that it provides is the stuff that I would recommend. Why? Because it imitates. It's imitating what an agency does. And you can do that yourself by just asking it. It is really impressive. So I don't know if I should be fully saying this, but I am. We all know, we all use GA4, right? Google Analytics, yes, we all use it. Yes, we do. Yes. Web developer, if you're not using Google Analytics, come on. Numbers don't lie, and what you can do is actually take that information, go into Google Analytics in the top right corner, go to your report in the top right corner, download that report to a CSV file, and then take that and upload it to ChatGPT and literally say, how can I improve my web results? And it's going to give you something like this. It's going to give you something like this, and I mean, this is, if someone said, George, go look at my Google Analytics and tell me how to improve, this is what I would do. This is it. Okay, this is the same stuff that I would just automatically think of or write, but it saved me the time. And you all can do that too. All you have to do is just upload that file and ask it. And it's such a game changer. It really is. And it just can save everybody time and money. And you can do the same exact thing with social media. Log into Meta Business Suite and export your social post data, upload it to ChatGPT, and ask how you can improve. And I got a great example here. Jessica and I did a live show for Behind the Brand for Social Media Week Lima, and I'm a developer, but I work for Now Marketing Group, which is a social media company, and I did not practice what we preach at Now Marketing Group. I woke up again at 2:33 a.m., I think that says, and reposted the post, and I did not add a description. I did not add any kind of engagement or anything like that. I should do better, okay? I need to do better. I work for a social media marketing company. It called me out, okay? It made sure that I knew that these are things that I should be doing. And ChatGPT can do that. And all I did was say, how can I improve on my posts, on my social posts? And uploaded that, and that's what it did. So just amazing information it can give you and make your life so much easier. And then reports. When you have a ton of data like that, it can be overwhelming when it's just a bunch of numbers on a page. And you can literally take those same data sheets and upload it to ChatGPT and say, make me a pie chart and a bar graph from this and save it as a PDF. And it will output it and give you something like this. And this is great. I know it's all hard to read, but this is great because it gives me something visual to show the client right before a meeting. And this took me 5 minutes to do, like right before the meeting. It's efficient. I don't have to really prepare. I can go and just pump it in and show up to the meeting and look great, and it's awesome. It just makes my life so much easier and really makes things look nice. And here's another example of that. And it's just so efficient. It really is, and it's fun too. That's I love it, and the clients love it too, which I think is great. And then I'm going a little quick here, so I'm actually going to probably end a little early, but see how you've prospered with AI. This is probably the most important step about surviving the AI era and utilizing AI is see how you have personally prospered. Don't use AI for this, okay? It's not sit back, look. And I had a moment of reflection, and I sat and I said, I have more time. Things seem easier, and I'm able to do more of them before, and I'm less stressed. I went out fishing not that long ago with my kids, and I'm just always so busy. That's never really been something I could really do, just between all the work I do and life and all that. And, I just randomly was like, let's all go fishing. And, I have that time now thanks to AI. It has really made me prosper, not both professionally, but personally, and that never would have happened if I never embraced where this industry was going, if I didn't accept, implement, and then analyze everything I've done. So thank you all. AI is now growing, and so are you. And now by applying these tips, you can enhance your workflow, your productivity, and most importantly, surviving to succeed in the AI era through acceptance, strategic implementation, and data-driven insights. Don't forget to get your slides right there. Thanks, everyone.